was it like growing up in Rome? What was
Oh.
your experience? And why did you leave?
That's a good. I left Rome to get the chance to meet you, Dr.
Of course,
Richard.
that was it.
That was it. So growing up in Rome was great, and I love Italy. I love my country, and Rome is a fantastic city, as you know. You've been there as well. I had the chance to graduate as an actor and singer in Rome, and so it was great. There is this sense of family, friends, and family is very important to me. So yes, it was. I think it was great. At a certain point, I felt the need to change in my life, to do something different. And because, as you mentioned, I love theater, I love performing arts, I started coming back and forth to London many times. And then at a certain point, I have to decide either I move there or what will happen. So I decided to move. And of course, I still go to Italy quite a lot, but I love London as well.
Are there aspects you miss from Italy, like the food and the wine? Obviously, you can find some things here, but some things probably are kind of unique to
Well,
Rome.
you can find everything in London, I believe, and the quality is very, very good. When I like to say that when you are with Italians, and sooner or later you will end up in a conversation talking about food and wine.
Yeah.
It will happen. Sooner or later it will happen. We exchange recipes or things like that. So if I miss, and I don't really miss because, as I said, I like to go back quite often, and even when I'm in London, I like to cook as well, and so yeah. But I'm very passionate about food and good wine. Absolutely, Richard.
I noticed that it varies quite a lot from north to south, the cuisine, which people don't always realize. And then someone was telling me about the Italian Christmas, and actually, my sister, she married an Italian, so they have so much food. It's like it's more than even the British Christmas.
Oh, absolutely. What is interesting is that it's different from north to south, as you mentioned, but it's even different from one village to another village.
Mm.
Each village in Italy has its own traditions and food and wine. Everything is quite specific. And you're right. During Christmas in Italy, you can sit down and start eating at midday, and at 8 o'clock in the afternoon, you're still eating, and then you start having your dinner as well. So, yes, it can be quite demanding.
Yeah. And Rome has a particular types of cuisine, doesn't it, that you don't always find everywhere else.
Yeah, as well. I mean, you can still find things, of course, but you go to certain city and certain village to really taste the difference in some products and in some specific dishes.
Exactly, and there's places where the parmesan comes from, places where the mozzarella comes
100%.
from.
I can see you're very well prepared.
Definitely. And the other thing I think is amazing about Italy, obviously the history. When I went to Rome, for anybody, Colosseum and Vatican
Yeah.
and all the Pantheon and everything. But then I went to Pompeii as well, and that was amazing. But also, like, there's so many incredible cities: Florence, Venice. It's unbelievable.
They are unique, completely unique. If you think about Venice, it's really, there is only one Venice built like that, of course. So yes, I completely agree with you. It's a fantastic country. It's not that big, it's quite small, but still there's so many things to see and to visit.